There are plenty of anime characters that are looked down on for playing the role of looking or being weak, but in the end they actually turn out to be powerful in the end. That is exactly what today's video is going to be about. I'm quite excited to dive into this video and hope you will also enjoy the ride. So, if you're new around here, then please make sure you're subscribed to the channel with the notifications bell icon turned on to stay up to date with the latest anime news and recommendations right at your doorstep. Now, without keeping you all waiting, let us begin with the video. Let us kick this list off with an anime series called The Irregular at Magical High School, and from the title of the series, irregulars aren't really respected in the academy much, and are pretty much viewed as more like weaklings by the stronger members of the academy. The protagonist Chiba is actually much more powerful than what the show displays him to be, since, you know, his powers, his true potential is actually hidden, or more accurate description, sealed away by his sister, since his power is at a more dangerous threat level if he gets his hands on it. The show has a lot of action, magic, and of course hints of romantic affection, and if that's what you want, then check out this anime. Up next is an anime that is very soon receiving its 4th sequel, and it is the fan-favorite fantasy anime known as Danmachi. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? 大丈夫だよ. There really is a lot of excitement behind Danmachi, and with the 4th season rapidly approaching, fans really couldn't be more happier than this. This is an anime about a weakling at first named Bell, unable to believe in himself and his confidence to venture into the dungeon without being afraid, but trains his mind and soul with the help of his friends and level up to become a more capable person to traverse the dangerous dungeon floors. Black Clover is up next, and this is by far one of my all-time favorite shonen series in anime. It actually went from being decent for starters to then being one of the best and most talked about anime by far to this day, thanks to its exciting content shown and also the upcoming movie, especially that one, yes. This here is a true series that perfectly showcases a character different from everyone else. No power, no magic, or any other abilities as he climbs his way to the top of wanting to become the Wizard King, the most powerful being in the entire universe. Can a character with absolutely no magic reach these incredible heights? Well, there's only one way to find out. So how about this time an anime that features guns, swords, fist action with elements of magic as well? Now this here is an anime that is called Black Bullet. この警官隊を殺したのは私だ。なかなかやる。Characters have a partner in crime called a cursed child, and with them, you know, they have a lot of various different types of abilities in which their job is to pretty much eliminate parasites, and doing so will grant them a higher level up. A lot of things go down from, you know, villains attacking cities to our protagonist, you know, needing to fight in order to stop them with his partner, and it happens a lot, but trust me, it is visually impressive to watch. Right up next is an anime series that features a character many of us can, you know, quite possibly relate to. And this time, I give you Accel World. Direct link. This series has a protagonist who is pretty unfed, you know, a complete weeb gamer who gets bullied a lot in school for what he really enjoys a lot. You know, however, he holds the current high score in the leaderboards on a game he likes to play. But that is until one day he was overtaken by a beautiful popular girl in school to where things are going to get a lot more challenging. It's actually a really fun series to get into, so I definitely recommend it. Good old Haikyuu is up next, and this one is by far regarded as the greatest sports anime ever created in history of anime. Non-stop volleyball action from different and powerful teams fighting for their rightful place to the championship, but of course, this wouldn't be all without our protagonist named Hinata, who is somewhat of a shrimp. So in volleyball, you'd actually have to be tall and strong, to jump up and spike the ball. But for Hinata's case, he's extremely looked down on at the very start, but when his true talents show up, he really can fly high, which is why he earned his nickname, the Little Giant. If you still haven't seen the sports masterpiece, please go and watch it.
Oi. 先に行くぜ。
The King's Avatar is one of the best Chinese anime series ever created by far. With gorgeous visuals and epic storyline, you couldn't ask for anything better than this. A legendary gamer of an MMO has recently decided to retire, and after being the absolute best in the whole world, that is. But one day, for his love of gaming and all, he has decided to return, to come back from his retirement. But instead of jumping onto his, well-known main account, he created a brand new one to simply flex on everyone and rise to the top in a brand new account where no one will ever know that he is the legendary gamer. Up next on the list is we have a pretty damn good series, and this one is called Bungou Stray Dogs.
その怒りと恨みが荒はきを呼び起こした。そして黒い炎がこの国の軍人を施設ごと吹き飛ばした。
This has a main character that has been plagued by a powerful and mystical tiger, which resides within him, and after being suspected of multiple incidents and maybe murders, he was kicked out of the orphanage, the only place where he truly belonged. Left to starve and rot outside in the streets, he was then found by a member of a secret organization of supernatural investigators to where his new life is now about to begin. Rust Eater Bisco is quite underrated, but definitely a great shonen series created by a brand new studio that has actually recently just established a new unique series of a rare protagonist who uses a bow as a weapon, but that bow is actually able to shoot out mushrooms upon impact on a surface. People believe Bisco is spreading rust all over the city, rust that consumes the world and people into something that they really don't want, but he is actually trying to save the world from, rust overall, and this is quite difficult.
Bisco.
So basically, he's a hero mistaken for being a criminal, and that is something definitely worth watching. Finally on the list we have is an anime by the name of The Rising of the Shield Hero. I absolutely love this anime, especially its first season, which was beyond what I imagined. But, season 2 is a bit of a letdown, a bit underwhelming so far due to its obvious downgrades, but we are strictly talking right now about season 1. Naofumi is a young boy who was summoned to another world as one of the 4 legendary heroes, and he was chosen to wield the shield. But however, everyone believes that the shield hero in fact, is the weakest hero of them all, unable to attack and just mostly defend, so he kinda is worthless. But no one really believed in his intentions until one day, after being betrayed and accused for something he really didn't do, this is what allowed him to rise up and become a hero, unlike anyone thought he would ever be. looks like this is the end of the video, and I guess it's time to wrap it up for the time being. But if I've managed to leave any anime out in particular that you thought would be a great addition on the list, then comment down below, as I'd love to hear your very own opinion. Or just comment down below what you thought about the video in general, as I'd always appreciate the feedback. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one.